Alexander the Great, born in 356 BCE in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia, was destined for greatness. Tutored by the philosopher Aristotle, his early education laid the foundation for his future conquests. In 336 BCE, at the age of 20, Alexander ascended to the throne after his father, King Philip II of Macedon, was assassinated. One of Alexander's first acts was to secure his kingdom's borders. He swiftly dealt with potential rebellions and secured loyalty from neighboring regions. Determined to fulfill his father's dream of conquering Persia, Alexander embarked on an extraordinary military campaign that would reshape the known world. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed the Hellespont into Asia Minor, where he faced the Persian army at the Battle of Granicus. Despite being outnumbered, his tactical brilliance prevailed, marking the beginning of his Persian conquest. Cities surrendered, and Alexander's reputation as an invincible commander grew. The conquest continued as Alexander marched through Asia Minor, defeating Darius III, the Persian king, at the Battle of Issus in 333 BCE. This victory opened the way for Alexander to seize the Persian capital, Persepolis. His rapid and strategic advances earned him the title Alexander the Great. Not confining himself to military triumphs, Alexander embraced cultural exchanges. He adopted Persian customs, marrying a Persian princess, Roxana, fostering unity among his diverse troops. His journey led him to Egypt, where he founded the city of Alexandria, a hub of trade and culture that would endure for centuries. In 331 BCE, Alexander faced Darius for the last time at the Battle of Gaugamela. The decisive victory solidified his control over the Persian Empire. Darius fled, only to be assassinated by his own commanders. Alexander pursued, claiming himself the rightful successor to the Achaemenid throne. The Macedonian conquest continued into Central Asia, reaching as far as India. In 326 BCE, at the Battle of Hydaspes, Alexander faced the formidable Indian king Porus. Despite emerging victorious, his troops, exhausted and homesick, expressed reluctance to march further east. Reluctantly, Alexander turned back. The journey home, known as the March of Tears, was challenging. Harsh terrains, battles with local tribes, and homesickness tested the resilience of the once unstoppable army. In 324 BCE, Alexander returned to Babylon, where he planned to integrate Persians and Macedonians into a harmonious empire. His ambitions went beyond military conquests. Alexander envisioned a vast multicultural empire, blending Greek and Persian cultures. He encouraged intermarriage among his officers and Persian noblewomen, hoping to create a unified ruling class. Additionally, he introduced Persian court customs to his administration. However, these reforms faced resistance from his Macedonian officers, who considered them a betrayal of their heritage. Tempers flared during a mass wedding ceremony where Macedonians married Persian women. Alexander intervened, persuading his officers to follow his vision of unity. Despite his efforts, opposition persisted, and tensions rose. In 323 BCE, Alexander's close companion and general, Hephaestion, died, leaving him devastated. Grief-stricken, Alexander sought solace in the pursuit of divine honors. Claiming descent from both Zeus and the Egyptian god Ammonius, in June 323 BCE, Alexander fell ill after a banquet in Babylon. The illness rapidly progressed, leading to his death on June 10, 323 BCE, at the age of 32. The cause of his death remains a subject of debate, with theories ranging from natural causes to poisoning. The sudden demise of Alexander triggered a power struggle among his generals, marking the beginning of the Hellenistic period. The vast empire he forged was divided into smaller kingdoms, each ruled by a diadochi, or successor. Ptolemy secured control over Egypt, Seleucus over Persia, and Antigonus over Asia Minor. The legacy of Alexander endured through these successor states. The city of Alexandria became a beacon of learning, housing the Great Library and the Lighthouse of Alexandria, two wonders of the ancient world. The Hellenistic period witnessed the fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures, known as Hellenistic civilization. Beyond his military conquests, Alexander's influence extended to literature, art, and philosophy. The spread of Greek language, known as Hellenization, facilitated cultural exchanges that shaped the development of Western civilization. The Greek language became the lingua franca in the Eastern Mediterranean for centuries. Alexander's impact on history is immeasurable. His military tactics inspired future commanders, and his vision of a multicultural empire foreshadowed the cultural exchanges of later eras. Despite his short life, Alexander's legacy lives on, leaving an indelible mark on the ancient world and beyond.